our first podcast. I am Sanskriti with my friends Janvi and Soham. Before starting, we wish all of you a fun and delightful Diwali. Diwali celebrates the victory of good over evil, right over wrong, and knowledge over ignorance. We have probably been celebrating Diwali from the time we were born. But are you sure that you know everything about it?
First, let's start with how you associate Diwali. Tell us some of your childhood Diwali anecdotes.
When we talk about Diwali, all I can think of is cleaning and shopping. We thoroughly clean the house many days prior to the festival. We discard all the old items and decorate the house with diyas and garlands.
Oh, great! Even I have so many stories. One of my favorite is that all my relatives and family members gather and we play a lot of games, and a movie night is just unavoidable.
Waking up early in the morning and getting massaged with the scented oil. Ah, every year it's the same excitement for me.
Wow, those were some mesmerizing stories. Thank you so much for sharing. Reminds me of all those traditions and yum foods and sweets. However, are you sure that you know everything about it? Since it's Diwali, let's play a game to test our knowledge. You have to guess whether the statement I say is a myth or reality. So, the first one. To worship the victory of Lord Krishna over demon Narkasura, people make Govardhan mountains with cow dung to represent the triumph of good over evil. They also arrange a Thanksgiving puja to offer prayers for a good harvest.
Hmm, it seems to sound real. Is it true?
It's a myth in reality. Harvest Festival of India. Diwali is celebrated to welcome the warmth of winter season and to convey goodbye to summers. Diwali as harvest festival indicates to consume a lot of foods, sweets and buttery dishes to get prepared for the upcoming winters.
Wow, that's really good to know. Even I have one for you. Try to take a guess. Playing cards during Diwali originated from a popular mythology tale that in Hinduism, five Pandavas played a dice game along with their cousins, the Kauravas, and their loving wife Draupadi. Fortunately, they won over Draupadi on the day of Govardhan Puja and conquered their 100 cousins in gambling. Hence, it is believed that goddess Lakshmi rises up and gets evoked as a witness for inspiration with the dice gambling game.
Is it a myth?
Yes, you're right. It's a myth. In some regions, there is a bizarre yet fascinating custom of playing cards at the time of Diwali. Enthusiasts take active participation in playing cards on Diwali and try their luck on numerous games such as Rummy, Teen Patti, poker, etc. People engage themselves in these activities on Diwali for fun and enjoyment, since it is considered very propitious to play cards during Diwali.
Here's another one. It is a belief that the sound generated from the crackers act as a messenger to gods and proclaim a victory over bad and unholy. And on account of it, the fireworks grasp the attention of the divinity and listen to their devotees' prayers.
Maybe it's a myth?
In reality, fireworks and fancy crackers intensify the glittered atmosphere and illuminate the surroundings with the vivid colors and sparks. Though we must keep in mind that bursting crackers causes pollution.
Well, that was fun. We definitely busted some myths. Moving on, did you know that Diwali is celebrated in other countries too?
Yeah, Maybe it's celebrated in countries like Singapore, UK, Canada, Fiji, and Mauritius, owing to the huge Indian population in these countries. Where else is it celebrated?
Diwali is a proper festival in a few other countries too. It's celebrated in some of India's neighboring countries with the same excitement. Diwali is known as Tihar in Nepal. It is celebrated in Sri Lanka with a lot of fanfare too. Its proximity to India and the role it plays in the origin of the festival of Diwali is another reason why it is celebrated with so much excitement over here.
Yes, in Indonesia, almost all the rituals performed on Diwali in India are followed, and it's a treat to witness. In Malaysia, Diwali is celebrated as Hari Diwali in the month of Aswayuja. The rituals are a little different from those followed in India. In Thailand, Diwali is celebrated by lighting lamps which are made up of banana leaves. The festival is known as Lam Kriong. They don't burst crackers. Diwali is also celebrated in the Caribbean islands, Trinidad and Tobago, with a lot of excitement. Here, the elaborate theatricals depicting scenes from the Ramayana are a major part of the celebrations.
Caribbean islands are on the other side of the world. It's amusing to know that Diwali is celebrated over there too. I see that Diwali is celebrated in other countries with slight variations. Even within India, there are lots of variations in the celebration.
I agree. While Diwali is considered predominantly to be a Hindu festivity, the reality is that it is an occasion that is celebrated by several other religions, including Jainism, Sikhism, and numerous folk religions.
The most common stories behind Diwali are the return of Lord Ram from the exile, Lord Krishna's victory over the wicked king Narkasura, and the birth of goddess Lakshmi. Also, this is the day when Guru Har Gobind Ji was released from the captivity of the Mughal ruler Jahangir in Gwalior, and the day the last of 24 Tirthankaras, Lord Mahavira, attained Nirvana. In the region of Bengal, people worship goddess Kali, the destroyer of evil forces, during Diwali.
It is fascinating that a lot of significant victories fall on the same day. From winning great wars to the victory of inner light over spiritual darkness, Diwali covers it all. Diwali is indeed an homage to the defeat of darkness with light. On this auspicious day, we hope that you achieve your victories too.
For the past 2 years, Diwali has been about finding light in the darkness, considering the ongoing pandemic and the unfavorable situations. We have definitely found it difficult to stay optimistic. And that's what Diwali does for us. It reminds us of spending time with our loved ones and overcoming darkness together.
Honestly, it's awful that we have to celebrate Diwali during a pandemic. This year, we missed out on so many things. We weren't able to have large gatherings and parties due to the travel restrictions that are currently in place.
Yeah, I think that's what made this Diwali so special this year. We have to reinvent our style of celebration from now onwards. A few ways in which we could do that is in the coming years, we would be able to meet up virtually. Teach your grandparents how to use video calling apps to stay in touch with their loved ones.
Those of you who are planning to meet up in person, if it's a larger gathering, take it outdoors. Make sure there is enough space to practice social distancing. And mask up, guys. Keep using sanitizer, especially when exchanging gifts. And if you are eligible, please get fully vaccinated.
Oh, and speaking of frequent sanitization, do not use sanitizers near fire or before lighting up the diyas, candles, and before playing with firecrackers. As sanitizers contain alcohol, they can catch fire. Instead, use hand wash and water.
Gifting is an important aspect of any celebration. So, those who hate having to go from store to store to find the perfect gift can use online shopping platforms. Shop from home. Try gifting products that are carbon zero and sustainable for the environment. Gift products that are made from recyclable material or gifting plants are a great alternative.
You can even go green with your decorations. Did you know that traditional candles are made of paraffin wax, which is non biodegradable? Instead, you can make yourself a fruit skin lamp. All you need are some fruits with thick and sturdy skin, oil, and a wick. First, cut oranges or any fruit into two halves. Scoop out the fruit from inside and take the peel to make your organic candle. Next, add some oil and a wick. And that's it. For those with children at home, it will be an incredibly fun activity.
If you don't want to make diyas at home, buy them locally. From next year, try using organic and locally sourced diyas that are budget friendly. A variety of handmade diyas, including cow dung diyas, bamboo diyas, and clay diyas, are available locally. With the pandemic forcing many financially challenged people below the poverty line, the least we can do is buy from local vendors and help them. It's extremely important to help those around us in these times and to take care of our environment.
Wow, it was incredible to come here and talk about Diwali and the super fun festive season.
It was wonderful to be here today. May this special day be filled with joy for all our listeners. So, how does the color yellow make you feel? Do drop it down in the comment section below.
That's all for today, folks. Happy Diwali, stay safe and together. We will beat this pandemic. Thank you.